What is going on, everybody? We are back with another wrestling review. This is CCW, and I'm Nick.
And I'm Jim.
And we are here talking about WWE Raw from February 2nd, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
talk
tale of two shows.
the good show as far as bookends go, and then the middle is just filled with sloppy Joe.
I find that offensive.
Not you, but
We call those untidy Josephs in my household.
I hate them. They're disgusting.
Yeah, I didn't like them in my youth, but I have since come along. My wife likes them, so I've learned to
And
eat them.
and here's the thing. The wrestling that did happen wasn't bad.
No, the women's championship match was not bad. It was overbooked, and that table didn't break. But aside from that, that was a pretty good match.
Right. It's you want to know what drags it down? Like all the promos in between the very first one or everything in the beginning and the very last one. All the other promos in this show sucked. Every single one of them.
I don't disagree. There was there was a lot of just bullshit.
Yeah, there
And
was.
honestly, a lot of some of these matches would have probably been a little better if the fucking commercial breaks didn't happen at the weirdest times. There's no flow to this show.
No.
There is way too many ads. It takes away from everything these performers are trying to do. And
Gil, shut
when
up.
you present a match that's sponsored by Papa John's and then you immediately show a Little Caesars commercial, not even your advertisements are in order.
Right. So, anyways, we start off the show. Corey Greaves is back. That makes me happy.
Yes.
Um, and this is honestly probably the one of the best cold starts I've seen
I agree.
from wrestling period, let alone Raw, in years. And I mean that, years.
Yeah, it starts fast. It starts with a high energy level. Braun Breaker's out to wreck some shit.
Braun Breaker comes out, he's throwing a temper tantrum, flipping tables, threatening commentators as he should
Yep.
after what happened. And this wasn't like psycho yelly Braun. This was I'm gonna fuck people up Braun. And
Which is the more tolerable version.
right. He grabs a mic. He doesn't talk too much. He's just like, I want Pierce out here now. At this point, the Vision run down.
Yeah, and they're trying to calm him down.
And they're like,
whoa,
bro,
whoa, whoa.
you need to chill. And Heyman grabs the mic away from him. And he's like, Pierce, I know you know who the masked man is. You're the one that okays all the visas. So you know who it was that was over there. And then Breaker grabs the mic again. And he looks at Heyman like, get the fuck away from me. And then he's like, and he's basically like, Pierce, get your ass out here. I'll wreck this whole show if you don't come out here. At
So
which
you got to the count of three.
Gives him 3 seconds, gets to 2, and Pierce walks out. And he's like, and what are you going to do if you get to 3? 1, 2, what? What? 2, what?
Yeah, it's refreshing having a GM with a spine.
Right. And he's like, you're not going to do it. He basically is like, you're not going to do anything, Braun. Look, I don't know who the guy was. He's like, and it's not like I can intentionally screw you by putting you in at number 2. You came in, you drew the number.
Yep. I love logic and how things make sense, and he's explaining it like that.
He's like, there's no way I could have arranged that, even though technically there is. And then and then at that point he's like, there's nothing to be done, and like at this point, Braun is like in the aisleway, and you've got everybody from the Vision except for Logan Paul.
Which is why I think the masked man is Jake Paul. Just saying.
And he's still back in the ring. And then all of a sudden, LA Knight's music hits. And it cuts to the ramp. His video's going. And I was like, ah, yes, here he comes. And then actually he was already there. He was in the ring. beating the shit out of Logan Paul with a steel chair.
Yeah, he was.
Once Bronson Reed started to make it close to the ring, LA Knight dipped out, ran away, and yeah,
Smart baby face.
it just ended. The segment ended there, and I was like, I loved it. Great start to the show. I was high on the show. I was like, let's go. That's
Right?
that's how you start off coming back from a lackluster pay-per-view.
Yeah, the Rumble was not great. The collision following the Rumble was better.
And then match 1 happened. Javon Evans versus El Grande Americano. Perfectly fine match. It just ran too fucking long.
I am nothing against Javon. I'm sure he's a bang up guy, but I don't like him.
See, I love his style. I love all the crazy little bounces off the ropes with his back. And I don't know. I find it fun.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I actually like his finishing move. You don't.
No, that cutter is. I don't know. Everybody does a cutter now.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody does. Everybody does a clothesline. Everybody does an Irish whip. Everybody does big boots, drop kicks. It's part of wrestling.
Eh. Just looks so.
You just don't like
Set
it
up.
because people have to stand there to take it.
Yeah, it just looks so rehearsed.
Like literally every other cutter.
No, Orton hits his out of nowhere. It's in his tagline.
No. It definitely, you can tell. It's wrestling.
There's at least
100% of
it's
100% of everything in wrestling is set up.
sure, but it's easier to suspend your disbelief for those.
Yeah, I don't need to suspend disbelief. I'm just here for the enjoyment. With that being said, well, the important part of this match that I did like the most was the ending. My first line in my note with Javon Evans versus El Grande Americano says, "Look, after what happened in the Rumble, I have expectations."
Right?
And they happened. Now, maybe not to the degree that I was hoping they were going to happen, but they at least happened. And what that is, obviously, is original El Grande Americano comes out.
Looking
Towards
swole as hell.
towards the end, somebody showed a picture of original El Grande Americano, jokingly, by the way, guys, next to Alberto Del Rio, and they have very similar beards going on right now.
No.
Obviously,
At least we know this is Chad Gable.
but it did look pretty similar, and I was like, man, good thing this guy's not 3 feet taller.
Aww. Close though. At least a foot.
Chad's short.
Chad's about 5'8", probably.
I'm pretty sure he. Let's see. How tall
He's 5'8".
is Chad Gable? He is 5'8". Listen,
See, look at that.
next to everybody he wrestles against, he looks 5'3".
Well, they've got Obafimis and what have you.
But no. So yeah, he comes out. Now he doesn't get into the match, but he comes out and causes enough of a distraction for the OG cutter and the win for Javon. Now, what I was hoping was going to happen, though, I was hoping for a fight, right? Like, I wanted to see OG. I wanted to see Gable come down and, like, fuck him up to set up the match. But, you know, as long as he gets involved and they're continuing that story, that's the most important part.
They got plenty of time to pay that off. Right now, we get just distractions and then the little memes in the Rumble and stuff.
We'll probably get OG El Grande versus, like, Rojo next week or some shit.
I want the match to happen where the two Grande Americanos are fighting, and then the two lesser thans, not betray, but can't tell the difference between them, so they hit the wrong one because they don't know the difference.
I hope they're the next two that Obafemi gets to wreck.
Oh, I don't like tag teams getting fed to singles wrestlers.
I do if it's people like Oba. Anyways, speaking of weird moments, I actually loved this starting off. Gunther comes out, but it's to AJ Styles' music, and I loved it because the music hit, and he did the whole thing where he runs out and he's got his head down, and I laughed so hard.
Hey, it woke up this fucking crowd that wasn't awake until this point.
Right? I loved this. And I even loved that he didn't even get much of a chance to talk. He made it like 3 sentences into his promo, and then
Yeah, he had to
Dragon Lee
talk over the crowd.
and then Dragon Lee came in all fired up. He's like, "You retired my best friend, and you're being a bitch, so I'm gonna fight you." And he was doing well. He was doing well until he wasn't.
For a minute. Yeah, for a minute.
In fact, my note says until he took a ring bell to the face. That ring bell hunted Dragon Lee.
Did it now.
So there's at least hopefully one person that gets that reference.
Right.
And then Dragon Lee got choked out and was dangled, Brody King style.
Yep, I was going to say they did the Brody King, Darby Allin spot.
So fun little segment.
Yeah. So far, this episode of Raw is it's moving and banging. And
minus
aside from the
commercial break that drug that first match out longer than it needed to be.
The ads and the ads, the recaps, and the promos kill the pacing of this show.
See,
killed it.
And this is a prime example of this is a show you could have fit 5 matches in, because that first match you probably could have done in 3 to 5 minutes, where you have the interference. It causes the distraction much sooner,
and it probably would have been better off for it, honestly.
Yeah. And then you could have snuck something else in there, since you technically only had 3 full actual matches, because one of them was just Oba interfering in what was going to be a tag match, apparently.
Yep.
So you could have fit something else in there. But no, you wanted to drag this out with a fucking commercial break.
Yeah. It makes this show so hard to watch.
Backstage, my favorite story going on in wrestling right now. My favorite story going on in wrestling right now. Backstage, Heyman approaches Pierce. And he wants a match. Braun Breaker versus LA Knight. He even asks politely. He's like, "Please, sir."
Yeah, he's trying to play the game.
And Pierce is like, "I can't. Already escorted LA Knight out the building." He's like, "And by the way, you should do the same to Breaker. Tell him he needs to bounce." He's like, "You guys, interrupted my show. They need to bounce. Speaking of which, by the way, you should probably go get Bronson Reed ready for his match." And then Heyman tried to big bro him.
Tried.
And he looked, and Pierce looked at him and said, "FAFO."
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
Dude, I loved where this story is going. This tug and war of power between the person that's running the place and somebody who thinks he should be running the place is so well done.
Mm-hmm.
It almost... it reminds me of the power struggle, not to the same extent, but it reminds me of the power struggle between Austin and Vince, without it being an employee and employer wrestling thing.
Sure.
I'm curious to see. Somebody had mentioned it was they think it looks like Finn Balor that was under the mask, and that would make sense. But his beard was Balor's beard is too big.
Does it though? Why would he have beef with the Vision? He's got beef because he's not the world champion and he's being disrespected. Why would he go after the Vision?
He could see it as, why is Braun getting a spot that I should have when I've been here for so long and Braun's been, still the new kid.
He had an opportunity and he fucked it up.
He did.
That's not Braun's fault.
He did.
I can understand being
mad
at Pierce for not getting a Rumble spot and stuff, but
what if Pierce
not necessarily the Vision spot?
What if Pierce pulled him aside, like, "Hey, look, I can't get you in the Rumble, but I got something you can do."
Vision? Maybe. I still think it's the other Paul brother. I hope I'm wrong, because I don't want them on my TV.
Jake Paul?
Yeah, I think it's Jake Paul.
Is he even capable of doing anything? Isn't he still healing from that broken jaw?
Well, he didn't do anything.
I mean, he yelled.
He has his mouth done being wired shut. Has it healed enough? Regardless of who it was at the moment, it's probably not going to be that person. And it's going to be whoever they want it to be when the reveal happens.
Has he healed from that AI ass whooping that Roman gave him? Joe likes to send me stupid AI videos of stupid shit.
That was funny, and you know it.
Uh,
Acknowledge me.
the only one I legitimate laughed at was the very last acknowledge me one where he kept saying acknowledge me into the doorbell, the
Yeah, it was funny.
ring camera. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, I was like,
I
why
had a
does
lot
that
of
seem
time
like
on my
something
hands today.
Roman would do?
I had a lot of time on my hands today.
Um, but yeah, dude, I love this story so much right now, and I cannot wait to see where it goes and how far that's gonna go. Part of me's hoping it leads to Pierce eventually getting fired. I like Pierce, don't get me wrong, but we've been watching this man be their GM for like 5 years now.
Well, there's got to be some escalation. He can be fired and then brought back. I don't want it. I don't want. I like him as a GM. It's if you're gonna have a GM, at least he's a tough guy GM that actually tries to be a tough guy.
Right.
I can't go back to the Teddy Longs and the Vicky Guerreros and things like that.
Holla, 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 player.
Sounds like we gonna have ourselves a tag team match, player.
You going 1-on-1 with the
With
Undertaker.
the Undertaker.
Whatever. I love that shit. Now, he is the exception, though, right? I haven't liked anyone else aside from our two GMs now.
I agree. I think they're both very good.
I think Nick Aldis and Pierce are fine. Plus, one of them was a TNA World Champ. I just wish he would wrestle.
What was Aldis's name when he was TNA champion?
I'm pretty sure he was just Aldis.
Was he Nick Aldis? I'm gonna have to look. I don't think he was Nick Aldis. I think he was something else then.
Magnus. He was Magnus.
There we go.
Brutus Magnus was his original name, and then he shortened it to Magnus.
I thought as much.
Look, I don't watch TNA. All I'm saying.
I watched TNA during that time.
I didn't. Last time
At
I
the
watched,
time, it was better than It was better than WWE.
last time I watched TNA, the prototype, Matt Morgan was a big deal.
Ooh, talk about a career that never really took off.
Right.
He had his spots, but
I was a fan, but nothing ever happened from it.
yeah, he never really lived up to the potential. Not his fault. You know, you can only go as far as the booker books you to go.
Also backstage, back from a commercial break, Breaker is throwing a tantrum as
Paul's trying to get him to leave.
Paul's trying to get him to leave, and of course Paul feels stuck in the middle. And let's be real, Breaker's doing a good job of feeling kind of betrayed. He's like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, there's nothing I can do to get anywhere. Like every time I try to get somewhere and do it the right way, I get fucked over. Like I'm ready for him to start just running through people on the roster. I am."
Especially because he left, even though that door almost swung back and knocked him over. He leaves and does the right thing, and LA Knight comes out later.
Yeah. So match 2, War Raiders versus We'll Never Know. They get to the ring, and I thought for a second when Oba Femi's music hit, I was like, oh, they're going to have him come out and squash him and pin him and just get the win. And I actually was excited because I was like, this is what I want Tony Khan to do. Shit like this where you're like, hey, we want to build this star up. Let's have you actually beat someone on the roster. Oh, you're a monster. Let's have you actually beat 2 people on the roster.
Yeah, you said what you said to me over Discord. Like TK needs to take note of this, and even SRS during his post show said he wished AEW would kind of take note and see this.
I was excited. I was like, this is cool. But then it just turned out to be, nope, he was just interfering. He was just coming out and whooping their ass, which is fine. But like, I'd have rather it been a match. Get a pin. Get a win.
Yeah. TK can feed, Angelico and Serpentico to some people to get squashed.
Yeah.
And it not be a big deal.
You've got tons of people that are just working ROH that are up and comers.
You got tons of people you're paying to sit at home and do nothing.
Yeah. Have Danhausen come in and take a loss.
Yeah. Come take an L.
And most of them aren't even sitting at home. They make the travel and aren't used.
Yeah. Catering, band, catering.
We get a actually pretty decent Finn Balor vignette. He's tired of the lack of respect and he wants the world title, so he's coming after Punk. I liked it.
Yeah, Punk followed it up on it
which looked
randomly before he started going in
listen,
on Roman.
That was the only part of the entire segment I didn't like. but I get it. I don't. I understand why he brought up Finn Balor, but I feel like that specifically could have been done backstage,
Sure.
and then he could have
But
came out and just had the tete-a-tete
they
with
wanted Punk's only time on TV to be his time at the end of the show.
right. Um, backstage, the Bellas are walking out, and I said, "Oh, here we go." In ring segment, the Bellas first time standing in the ring together on Raw in over 7 years. It was a peaceful 7 years on that front. Brie called her and her sister the original tag team, and I almost vomited. I guess you guys helped create tag team wrestling, huh? I fucking
Yeah.
hate the fucking Bellas, dude.
The Bellas and Stephanie McMahon created women's wrestling in 2015.
Um,
Yes, sir. It
yeah,
had been earlier than that.
they're gonna go for the women's tag team championships, and I hate life. I hate life.
And nobody cares.
And guess what? You know who's better than the Bellas at cutting a promo? Maxine, who was in the next thing. That should tell you guys a lot. So Alpha Academy are backstage.
With Bert,
Some
Kaiser?
Burt dude.
Kaiser?
I don't know who
he's
he
a
is.
comedian. I know who he is, but I can't remember his name.
But they're all excited for their tag team match. I wrote down next year. It's next week. I don't know why I wrote year. They get their title match next year. Maxine comes up and she's bummed, and this Burt dude is like, "Hey, everything that's going on between you and Natty kind of sucks," and she loses her shit. She's like, "I'm gonna break Natty's ankle," and then this Burt dude,
He's very one note.
after she walked away, this Burt dude took his shirt off. I don't know which commentator it was, but I specifically heard, "I can't unsee that," and I
Corey Graves.
laughed my ass off, dude. I just can't remember.
The thing is, he's lost a bunch of weight.
Right. And then we get match 3, Penta versus Bronson Reed. I loved the way this match ended.
Yeah, it was almost overbooked, but it wasn't.
Right.
It was like teetering the line.
The ref accidentally gets knocked down. LA Knight comes out of nowhere and BFTs Reed on a chair. Reed tried to get into the ring, but gets counted out because he can't quite make it. And I cheered because it finally happened. Someone didn't make the 10 count.
And he sold it very well.
And he fell.
Good for him.
He tripped and fell. Sold it.
Yep.
I was like, let's go.
Heyman was out there screaming. It was good.
Like, this needs to happen more often. This should happen more than someone actually making it.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be as bad if not everybody ran in right at 10.
Right. Otherwise, the match is pretty forgettable. There were a couple funny moments, like when Penta thought he was going to do the destroyer on Reed. I was like, that's not going to happen. I was messaging Joe during this match at one point, and I was like, I all of a sudden, for some reason, want Reed versus Jeff Cobb. I don't know.
Only if they allow Jeff Cobb to be actual Jeff Cobb.
I want them to also have their match in a set that looks like a city, and I want there to be kaiju noises in the background.
The Godzilla yell.
Just two big motherfuckers just going at it.
Yeah, big meat slapping.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. That match would probably suck.
It depends on what they allow them to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Jeff Cobb is pretty actually maneuverable for a big guy.
No one would be able to do anything like a figure four or anything like that because they just don't bend that way.
Their legs are so thick you couldn't get them to bend that way. They're like the actual old LJN figures that their legs didn't bend.
We say this lovingly, guys. This is not to be mean.
They are very good. They are very good wrestlers.
Beasts.
Bronson Reed has grown on me tremendously.
In-ring segment. I hated this. Dom comes out just to basically introduce Liv.
Yeah, he looked annoyed. He looked like he didn't even want to be there.
Liv comes out basically to introduce Raquel. And it was kind of like, oh, I'm the Royal Rumble winner. And then Raquel comes out. And by the way, I do not and have not ever in the history of Royal Rumble winners. It annoyed me last year. It's annoying me this year. Stop playing this, oh, I'm going to visit every show to decide who I want to. No, just don't even show up. Show up on the show that you want to go for and then fucking do it.
Kind of like what Roman does tonight.
Right.
Spoilers.
Like, that's
The
how it
will
used
he
to
won't
be.
he bullshit. I agree. I agree.
It was funny the first time that it happened, but now everyone fucking does it.
Now, just like every other thing in wrestling, it has to be that every year. It's the same build every year.
Which she pretty much, listen, she's going to go for that world title. We ain't stupid. Especially after what happens later. We ain't stupid.
Yeah.
Plus that's going to be a better match anyways.
Oh,
So,
1000%.
she introduces Raquel, and Raquel's like, why did you eliminate me? And Liv's like, because you're not selfish, and I know you're going to win tonight. And then, we can both be champions. And she's playing the whole friends, she's my best friend thing. And Raquel sees through her shit. Raquel's going to cost her that match at WrestleMania.
Well, here's the thing. Raquel's kind of an idiot. It's a street fight. Why would you not want to be 3-on-1 when you can't be disqualified going against the champion?
Because she felt Liv screwed her before.
I get that, but you could actually win the belt. And then if Liv does screw you this time, you know that you're going to whoop that lady's ass.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Liv still kind of screwed her, so
I know.
we'll get there. But it's one of those things too. Raquel,
Yeah. She played the part of stupid babyface.
Nah.
Even though she's not a babyface.
not so much stupid babyface. Having Judgment Day around has hindered Raquel more than helped her out.
Oh, absolutely. And good on her for actually
So-
kind of bringing that up and bringing the booking along with her.
Like, I get the point of like, yeah, it could have been 3-on-1, but it wouldn't have been 3-on-1 because they'd have just gotten in the way. I mean, they got in the way tonight. So did that table. With that being said, she was like, Raquel was like, speaking of which, go away.
Yeah. Get to the back. It's my match time.
And she's like, all right. And she bounces. And Stephanie Vaquer came out with some new and terrible music that I fucking hate.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh, I hate it. Listen, her old music
It was good.
was fine, and she also really loved that music and fought to keep that music as long as she could. Apparently, they finally pulled the trigger to change it, and I fucking hate the new music. It's terrible.
Is it because of licensing?
I believe so.
That sucks.
So, this match, for the most part, ends up being pretty fucking decent.
It's the match of the night.
It's my match of the night. As far as street fights go in WWE, it was pretty fucking solid.
Yep.
They
did very well.
These two have wonderful chemistry together.
Mm.
The only person I've seen have better chemistry with Stephanie Vaquer so far is Io. And
that's not surprising because EO is awesome.
Io's Io.
Right, and they're around the same size as well.
Right. But yeah, no, these two ladies killed it. However, so Raquel tried at one point to powerbomb Stephanie Vaquer through a table, except she more or less laid her onto the table and let the table break with her weight. I get it. It was outside the ring, and you don't want to just powerbomb somebody pretty much onto the floor.
Yeah, but the table was breaking the fall.
But
The table spots because there's multiple of them, are the lacking portions of this match.
The table spots are the real heel.
Yeah, right?
At one point, Liv gets involved. She tries to like sneak the title to Raquel, and Raquel looks at her like she's stupid. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And then
I told you to go away.
and then Roxanne tried to get involved, but Vaquer shrugged that off and kicked her through the other table outside.
Yeah, bad production. There was nobody over there on that side with the camera to catch it.
Right.
She headbutted her off the top rope.
Vaquera was about to her and Karana Raquel through a table, and it was kind of sloppy. Not her fault. The table just didn't want to die.
Well, it was too close. It was too close, so when her weight hit it, it hit on the back side and not in the center.
Right.
So she just kind of rolled off of it.
Right. At which point, Stephanie wins with her little corkscrew splash.
Yep.
Post
Solid
match,
match.
Liv comes in, does the oblivion to Steph. I about said Liv. Yeah, she oblivioned herself.
She oblivioned herself.
She oblivioned Steph and then held the title up. Well, looked at the title, held it up, and then dropped it on her. I was like, fuck it, here you go. I wonder, I feel like that's a good enough I'm coming for this title
I agree.
thing.
Why pick up the title and raise it if that's not the one you're going to go for?
And I feel like she intentionally helped cost Raquel the match because
I agree as well.
she
I
feels
think
she
they're
has a
gonna
better
catch her
chance.
saying that. I think they're going to catch her saying that in a backstage segment, and that's going to be the rift that finally breaks up the Judgment Day.
Although I do think Raquel and Roxanne are going to stay tag partners.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Until you're ready to push one of them, keeping them together and keeping the tag team division strong is not a bad idea.
Right.
They do it with other singles people.
And then comes my favorite segment of the night. Let me tell you.
This was a very, very good promo battle.
Guys, I haven't been. Listen, I'm still not interested in this actual match. I'm not.
I'm not either. It's gonna be smoke and mirrors, and it's not gonna be a very good match.
It's an old Punk versus a 4-move Roman.
Yeah. Well, hey. Yeah, but that was a much younger Punk. I was about to say he got a 5-star match out of John Cena, but that was like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Or no, longer than that.
And
Because that would have been Money in the Bank 2011.
but I will tell you what, this might
Or not
be
Money in the Bank.
this might be a top 5 promo from either of these guys ever.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was great. They brought up the Punk brought up the Shield. I mean, it was. Roman brought up Colt Cabana's podcast and how he ran him down in there because you got to make Roman look really strong.
Yeah. It was. He was like, the whole thing was basically Punk being like, you know,
You're a part-timer now. I'm not.
You're a part-timer. You were a champ for so many years, and you were never here. It almost felt like it was the same promo we were getting from Cena to Rock, right? He was like, you were except the difference was Rock actually legit disappeared. Whereas this one, it was like Punk being like, you're just never here. You were champ. You weren't here as a champ, like, ever.
Well, he made it seem like you took the game plan that I laid down. You took the wise man. Yeah, you were champion for 1,000 blah 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 days, but how many of your cousins had to help you keep that strap?
Right.
All true things.
Yeah. But then he kicked it back, and he was like, I'm the reason you even had a place to come back to. And you even tried to make that hard on me. Like, you weren't here. You decided to take 10 years off. I did what I could to keep the place afloat.
He's like, yeah, you talking about me not being here all the time. You had a 10-year vacation.
Not even it was a 10-year vacation and an extra year and a half of warming up in AEW.
Yeah, well, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about Bruno.
No.
But yeah, no, dude, this promo battle was nice.
It was a great way to end the show.
It got me hyped to watch next week's Raw. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah.
I hope we get another one.
Yeah,
I don't
just roll them out to fucking talk on a microphone every week.
Although I think we're going to get a sabbatical.
We will, because Roman ain't going to show up every week.
Roman's not going to show up every week, and Punk has to deal with Finn Balor.
Exactly.
So I do think we're going to get Punk and Finn at Elimination Chamber.
I agree.
which I think sucks because I would rather have Finn in the Elimination Chamber. I don't expect him to win, obviously, but um, although I guess they're just going to fill that up with SmackDown stars anyways. So, but yeah, I think we'll get Punk and Finn at Elimination Chamber, which will still be a good match. So I'm not too mad about it. I don't know who they're going to put in the chamber. Come to think of it, though.
I do have something to add. They both, in their segment, threw hella shade at Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh yeah,
They
they
threw
did.
hella shade at the other champion.
My favorite though was Roman's, and he was like, "I beat that guy like 3 or 4 times."
He's like, I beat that guy for like 3 or 4 years in a row. Punk had a good rebuttal though, like, yeah, you and your cousins.
Yeah.
Kept harping on the family.
Ah, dude, it was such a good promo fucking battle, dude. And
Yeah, it was.
dude, and the way Roman ended it, he's like, "No, I'm not coming after you because because you're a better or worse wrestler or anything like that. I'm coming
Or you're
after
an
your
easy target.
I'm coming after your title because I fucking hate you."
Yep.
I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
Right? Tell us how you really feel.
And who's the crowd behind? Because the crowd was actually cheering Roman.
The crowd was into both of them.
It'll be interesting to
So,
see where this goes. And of course, we'll have the obligatory moment at some point where the two of them will team up in a tag team match because there has to be one. It'll probably be against.
Finn and JD McDonough. A returning JD McDonough.
Oh, please don't.
Judgment Day for life.
I don't listen. Listen. Roman's finishing move is a Superman punch. How's he gonna miss JD's big old fucking head? He's not.
He's gonna pop it like a fucking balloon, man.
But yeah, no. Look, the bookends of the show were fantastic. I just hated the promos. I hated the
You hated all promos except the last one.
not all of them because like the
They were
Gunther
just pointless.
the Gunther one was fine. It led to
Yeah, the
entertainment.
Gunther one was fine. You hated the Bellas
I hated the
and
Bellas, and I wasn't a fan of the Liv.
Maxine Dupree and the Maxine one. So
And the
all
men.
the ladies need to step the promo game up.
To be fair, I wasn't even a big fan of the men's part of that American Alpha moment. It was just kind of,
Yeah, but they're not really on TV. And they was sitting there. It
listen.
was totally a celebrity spot too.
Maxine absolutely needs to step her game up. I have no faith the Bellas will. They've been doing this for fucking since we were young, and they've never been good.
No, they have not.
I'm curious because there's a lot of people that really love the Bellas, and I don't fucking get it. I don't.
They are the people who watch Total Divas. They are reality show people. SRS was had something like that as well. They're reality stars turned wrestlers, fitness models turned wrestlers. That's where their appeal is to people who aren't actual wrestling people.
Yeah, I can't stand them. I've never been able to stand them.
It's because their work has always been so bad.
Their work has been always been terrible. Please point me in the direction of
Yeah.
one good Bella match, just one. I don't think it
There's
fucking
some
exists.
fan out there that has one for you.
I don't think it fucking exists. No. They think it's good because they're trying to fap to him. That's it.
No, there might be one against AJ Lee where she drug him through a decent match.
I doubt it. Look, I don't even. I'm not gonna go there.
This ain't SmackDown. She's not Nia Jax. You leave her alone.
That's close though. Let me tell you.
Honestly, I think Nia Jax is a much better performer than those two.
I don't. Look, I will be consistent about that. 100%. I think Nia Jax is the worst women's wrestler I have ever seen, ever.
I disagree with that.
But boy, the Bellas are close. Oh boy, the Bellas are close. Look, it might be
It's like
1A,
cut from the
1B,
same
C.
cloth,
All right.
right?
Ah.
Cut from the same cloth.
Anyways, with that being said, uh, that does it for the show, guys. You guys got to hear us rant about women. Not all women.
Just
Listen,
the Bellas. I was about to say I didn't really mention anything bad about anybody but a Bella.
and Maxine. But
Yeah,
she tries. She tries.
she's still young and is
Learning.
still learning. The
Listen,
problem is she shouldn't be on the main show
she's
yet.
she's better than she was 3 months ago. Not by much, but better.
Yeah,
Um,
hopefully she gets there.
maybe Natty will carry her through another decent match. We'll see. Actually, I think
Yeah,
Natty's just gonna beat the fuck out of her, dude.
I hope so. I hope Natty just beats the dog shit out of her. Hey, let's get this Natty character over.
I also want her to go ahead and go on and beat Becky for the U.S. title.
I Intercontinental.
Whatever. Look,
U.S. is on SmackDown.
doesn't
IC is
matter.
on Raw.
Doesn't matter. Who is the?
Come on, podcaster.
Oh yeah, Julia's the IC
Yeah, she
champ.
beat Chelsea a
I'm
few
kidding.
weeks ago. Well, you said IC at the end.
I did it on purpose. Come on now.
I know, you jerk.
Um, but no, I am excited to see where the next promo battle is between these two guys. Um,
Yeah, let's build this match for Mania. Honestly, that's the match you need the least amount of build for.
but you're about to get the most amount of awesomeness out of for the build.
Well, they're gonna sell that show,
Yeah, they are.
and Punk will actually get his proper WrestleMania main event, not this night one of a fucking 2-for-1 special.
Maybe.
Dude, don't say that.
It's Triple H we're talking about. Maybe.
Oh, one more rant. Triple H, I have Triple H fatigue like crazy. He is on the cover of every WWE 2K26 special edition in one way or the other.
Yes,
He narrates every fucking thing.
he does.
I'm done. Go. Vince wasn't even this fucking upfront and in your face. Go away, dude.
That's because Vince had things to hide.
Well, true.
Whereas Triple H ain't hiding shit. You see that motherfucker coming from around the corner 6 minutes before he actually goes. Big ass fucking
It's
nose.
because he's a toucan and his fucking beak is peeking out behind corners and shit.
I talk shit. He'd whoop my ass though.
Eh,
But
he wouldn't do anything. He's a high-level executive.
I don't have the same Triple H fatigue because like usually when he starts talking, I go turn something else, right? So like I'm not paying attention anyways. So like him being on all the covers, I don't care. There's a King of Kings for whatever reason. That's the most egregious one. I don't think that edition needs to exist. It does make sense for him to be on both the Monday Night Wars and the Attitude Era ones. He was a big part of all of that.
Yeah, the big one is his own edition
But he,
of the game.
yeah, he definitely shouldn't have had the King of Kings edition. There's no reason for that to exist. Here's my
it should have
problem.
just been like a Punk Best in the World edition, or John Cena just retired. You could have had. I know they did it last year for a late edition. A later in the year edition of the game, but you could have celebrated John Cena again, and I would have been all right with it.
Here's what I don't like. I don't like that I'm even toying with the idea of spending $150.
No, we're gonna get this in now, huh? Yeah.
For
I hate 2K games monetization of every game they create. Not
And
just WWE, every game.
I'm not going to go into it for full because like we're already at 45 minutes. So, but
Yeah.
I will say this, $150. And at the end of the day, it's so that you can have 6 different Triple H's, 5 different Undertakers, 3 different Austins, 5 different Rocks. Like, please combine them into one character. Just give them different costumes. There's no
Right, yeah.
need for this shit.
Yeah, no wonder you got 400 fucking wrestlers on your show. Every fucking outfit change is a new wrestle is considered a new wrestler.
I hate it. The only only excuse you can have to have different wrestlers for costumes is in the situation of
Mankind,
I would
Cactus Jack,
I would
Dude
accept
Love.
the three faces of Foley. I would accept two Undertakers, one of them biker, one of them phenom.
True.
I would accept. That's about it. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's about it.
the gist of it.
Kane, if he, you also had an Isaac Yankem, I get that, but
He's gonna be BDS and Kane. Yeah, because it's two different gimmicks.
right, they're different gimmicks. Dude, I don't like having all these fucking 15. Like it'll be like 97 Triple H, 98 Austin, and no. There's just Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's just Triple H. Give me like 5 different attires, one for each year, and then bald headed SOB, and then I'm good. Like I
Right.
don't. And then you know what? You should even already have a way to make it to where each costume has a different theme song so that you can have the 15 different versions of Time to Play the Game. Like that's fine. Or the 6 or 7 different versions of Do You Smell What the Rock is Cooking? That's fine.
Yep.
Video game rant over. We love you guys. And yeah, we'll see you for Dynamite, which I'm excited for. We'll hopefully get a Tommaso Ciampa interview, and
Right.
he can go 1-on-1 with Fletcher.
Yeah. We need to start doing it early, but share, subscribe, comment below. We really want to answer some comments, so
We do.
do all those things. Support the channel if you can. We appreciate you.
Share us. Get us out there.
Right?
Unless you're Bella Twins fans, and then you probably hate us now. Anyways, we love you,
I'll even take the hate.
and we'll talk to y'all next time. Deuces.
Later.